The designation originated from wartime memoranda issued by SOE, classified as silent, purpose-defined narrowly, close-range elimination, no warning discharge, no visible action, no audible report, mechanical simplicity prioritized, psychological deterrence ignored, trigger deliberately omitted, grip function replaced trigger, palm pressure actuated firing, single cartridge chambered, caliber selected pragmatically, common pistol ammunition, manufacturing tolerance relaxed, accuracy deemed irrelevant, engagement distance minimal, less than 1 meter, design favored concealment, overall length reduced, weight minimized intentionally, flat profile required, pocket carriage enabled, no holster issued, no safety lever, no disconnect system, no drop protection, internal striker contained, striker mass substantial, spring tension extreme. Compression required deliberate force, grip halves articulated. Internal cam surfaces machined. Cam angle steep, mechanical advantage limited. User fatigue irrelevant. Single use expected. Reload procedure slow. Spent casing manually extracted. Breech unscrewed. Thread pitch coarse. Threads cut cheaply. Materials non-critical. Low-grade steel used. Surface finish crude. No polish applied. Corrosion resistance minimal. Lubrication inconsistent. Assembly performed manually. No serial numbers. No factory marks. Production batches small, contractors varied. Workshops dispersed. Quality varied widely. Inspection cursory. Functional test basic. Single firing proof. No endurance trials. No accuracy trials. No drop tests. No safety trials. Documentation sparse. Instructions minimal. Training limited. Agents briefed orally. Written manuals avoided. Risk accepted institutionally. Weapon described euphemistically. Assassination term avoided. Referred as tool. Psychological impact ignored. Recoil unmanaged. Grip ergonomics crude. Palm bruising reported. Skin abrasions common. Gloves sometimes worn. Winter gloves incompatible. Cold reduced sensitivity. Misfires recorded. Light strikes observed. Spring fatigue documented. Improvised spring replacements. Variable firing force. User strength critical. Female agents disadvantaged. Design not revised. Procurement resistance noted. Army rejected adoption. Police uninterested. Only SOE requested. Numbers extremely limited. Distribution tightly controlled. Storage conditions poor. Rust frequent. Spare parts non-existent. Field repairs improvised. Thread stripping common. Breech seizure reported. And over-tightening failures occurred. Under tightening catastrophic. Gas escape injurious. Hand injuries recorded. Reports filed quietly. No redesign authorized. Time pressure dominant. Alternative designs proposed. Conventional trigger rejected. Double action dismissed. Safety catch refused. Silencer pistols preferred. This weapon supplemental. Situational deployment only. Urban environments intended. Crowded spaces targeted. Noise discipline critical. One shot sufficient. Follow-up impossible. Escape prioritized. Weapon discarded post-use. Retrieval discouraged. Forensic trace minimal. No rifling emphasis. Barrel short. Rifling shallow. Manufacturing shortcut accepted. Bullet stabilization secondary. Terminal effect sufficient. Contact shot assumed. Clothing interference negligible. Muzzle pressed directly. Gas seal formed. Or wound characteristics severe. Medical analysis limited. Ethical review absent. Operational necessity cited. Internal correspondence cautious. Language deliberately vague. Psychological burden unaddressed. Agent reluctance reported. Use considered disturbing. Training avoided rehearsal. Live fire rare. Dummy handling emphasized. Grip compression rehearsed. Dry firing impossible. Mechanism unsafe unloaded. Accidental discharge risk present. Transport hazardous. Loaded carry discouraged. Yet operational reality differed. Loaded carry common. Finger placement irrelevant. Grip pressure constant. Stress-induced discharge likely. Startle response dangerous. Crowded transport incidents. Near misses recorded. Suppressed internally. Weapon phased out quietly. Later silenced pistols favored. Stockpiles destroyed. Documentation sealed. Survivors rarely spoke. Technical curiosity remains. Archival fragments persist. Engineering lessons negative, safety undervalued, human factors ignored, weapon effective narrowly, cost minimal, moral cost externalized. Design reflected desperation. Institutional acceptance evident. No post-war continuation. Concept abandoned. Historical assessment critical, engineering judged crude. Effectiveness situational. Legacy limited. Additional archives surfaced. Workshop logs partial. Tooling lists recovered. Hand drills specified. Simple lathe sufficient. No milling machines required. Tolerance bands unspecified. Parts hand-fitted. Interchangeability non-existent. Each unit unique. Assembly time brief. Skilled labour unnecessary. Unskilled labour avoided. Security clearance minimal. Compartmentalization enforced. Workers unaware purpose. Components mislabeled. Paper trails fragmented. Invoices coded. Budgets obscured. Cost per unit low. Material shortages irrelevant. Brass allocations limited. Steel prioritized elsewhere. Barrel blanks repurposed. Rejected rifle cutoffs used. Heat treatment inconsistent. Quench methods varied. Hardness unpredictable. Crack formation noted. Stress risers present. Striker fractures occurred. Fragments lodged internally. Failure analysis shallow. Root causes undocumented. Field complaints delayed. Channels bureaucratic. Reports filtered. Senior review absent. Urgency overrode caution. Redesign proposals stalled. Committee review slow. Minutes redacted. Decisions deferred. Authority unclear. Responsibility diffuse. Procurement friction constant. Treasury oversight minimal. Cost scrutiny relaxed. Outcome prioritized. Ethics not discussed. Medical staff excluded. Legal review non-existent. International law ignored. Weapon classification ambiguous. Not declared firearm. Export controls bypassed. Shipping disguised. Crates misnamed. Customs unaware. Transit damage common. Padding insufficient. Springs bent. Strikers misaligned. Acceptance testing skipped. Units issued anyway. Operational deadlines fixed. Agent feedback informal. Debriefs incomplete. Lessons uncollected. Institutional memory lost. Parallel projects competed. Silenced revolvers preferred. Pistol overshadowed quickly. Stock usage minimal. Inventory stagnated. Warehouses damp. Mold present. Leather packaging degraded. Oil-soaked materials. Corrosion accelerated. Periodic inspections rare. Disposal undocumented. Some units vanished. Private retention suspected. Post-war amnesties applied. Prosecution avoided. Technical drawings destroyed. Surviving examples scarce. Museum pieces inert. Firing pins removed. Springs kept. Mechanisms welded. Public displays sanitized. Function rarely demonstrated. Misinterpretation common. Myths proliferated. Trigger absence exaggerated. Grip compression misunderstood. Force requirement understated. Ergonomic pain ignored. Reenactments inaccurate. Popular accounts dramatized. Archival reality mundane. Engineering crude pragmatic. Institutional mindset utilitarian. Human risk discounted. Design philosophy dated. Modern standards incompatible. Safety margins unacceptable. Testing regimes absent. Documentation insufficient. Accountability lacking. Outcome narrowly successful. Strategic impact minimal. Tactical niche narrow. Replacement inevitable. Program quietly ended. No formal cancellation. Funding reallocated. Files sealed decades. Researchers limited access. Redactions extensive. Interpretation cautious. Technical certainty limited. Remaining data fragmentary. Assessment provisional. Comparative devices existed. Foreign equivalents reviewed. German sleeve pistols noted. American contact weapons studied. No direct copies made. Intellectual isolation evident. British preference unique. Grip compression rare. Biomechanics misunderstood. Palm strength variance ignored. Fatigue effects unmeasured. Stress tremor unaccounted. Adrenal response undocumented. Fine motor control irrelevant. Gross motor reliance intended, yet execution flawed. Grip angle fixed. Hand sizes varied. Smaller hands disadvantaged. no adjustability provided, grip panels solid, no cushioning included, shock transfer direct, metacarpal stress high, bone contusions reported, medical reports classified, treatment informal, return to duty pressured, long-term injury ignored, weapon life cycle brief, manufacturing ceased abruptly, tooling scrapped, suppliers reassigned, contracts terminated quietly, no audits performed, records incomplete, personnel reassigned elsewhere, knowledge dissipated, no training cadre retained, doctrine unformalized, operational manuals absent, standard operating procedures missing, field improvisation common, agent discretion dominant, supervisory oversight minimal, authorization verbal, chain of command short, decision latitude broad, risk acceptance normalized, weapon storage personal, secure lockers rare, accidental compression events noted, confined spaces hazardous, vehicle transport problematic, seat pressure incidents, baggage handling dangerous. Or padding improvised, cloth wraps common, retention straps absent, drop from height lethal, gravity sufficient force, internal safeties non-existent, striker free floating, spring preload constant, no blocking elements, no sear surfaces, only cam restraint, wear increased clearance, clearance reduced safety, metal galling observed, lubrication failure accelerated wear, dirt ingress frequent, sealing non-existent, moisture penetration inevitable, rust compromised springs, spring rate declined, misfire probability rose, double strikes impossible, second attempt impossible, user confidence low, trust degraded, agents avoided issue, alternative tools favored, knives selected instead, garrots preferred, explosives sometimes chosen, pistol niche eroded, command acceptance declined, procurement interest waned, internal memos cautious, language neutral, failure understated, success overstated, metrics absent, no kill counts tracked, operational outcomes anecdotal, correlation weak, attribution uncertain, weapon credited symbolically, reality ambiguous, post-conflict evaluation absent, no lessons learned process, design archived, future relevance negligible, engineering curiosity persists, collectors speculate, reproductions rare, legal restrictions apply, modern replicas inert, functional replication discouraged, safety concerns paramount, historical context emphasized, desperation-driven choices, industrial constraints severe, time pressure extreme, design shortcuts rationalized, human cost externalized, institutional survival prioritized, weapon exemplified mindset, cold calculation evident, ethical distance maintained, engineering divorced from humanity, a clinical assessment valid and program representative of era, not aberration. Similar projects existed, documentation selective, narrative sanitized, remaining truth partial, analysis ongoing, residual correspondence discovered, marginal notes present, handwritten annotations terse, approval initials unclear, dates partially obscured, chronology reconstructed cautiously, early prototypes differed, grip stiffness lower initially, accidental firings increased, spring rate increased, resulting force excessive, balance unresolved, trade-offs accepted, user injury tolerated, institutional calculus explicit, operational gain prioritized, individual risk secondary, no compensation framework. Injury classification vague, training accidents miscategorized, statistics diluted, serious incidents masked, language minimized severity. Words chosen carefully, lacerations termed abrasions, fractures termed contusions, discharges termed malfunctions, causality avoided, liability diffused, responsibility collective, no single owner, design authority fragmented, engineering input limited, operational officers dominant, feedback loop broken, engineering revisions rare. Prototype iteration halted early, fielding rushed, testing incomplete by design, testing scene obstacle, urgency justified shortcuts, external oversight absent, parliament uninformed, budget lines concealed, auditors excluded, security classification convenient, criticism muted, internal dissent present, minor objections recorded, objections overridden, career risk implicit, silence incentivized, compliance rewarded, Weapon normalized briefly, then marginalized quietly, transition unannounced. No recall issued. Remaining units neglected. Spare springs cannibalized. Parts mixed incorrectly. Tolerance mismatch worsened safety. Hybrid assemblies unstable. Striker binding occurred. Delayed discharge events noted. Release lag unpredictable. Grip release insufficient. Spring snap delayed. Timing variance dangerous. User anticipation undermined. Confidence further eroded. Doctrine never updated. Training stagnated. Institutional learning minimal. Comparative cost reviewed. Cheap alternatives existed. Knives cheaper. Poison devices cheaper. Yet pistol funded. Reason symbolic. Mechanical solution preferred. Perceived modernity valued. Technological aura persuasive. Decision psychology evident. Bias toward mechanisms. Human skill undervalued. Tool fetishism present. Outcome illustrative. Engineering misapplied. Constraints misread. On problem framed narrowly. Solution narrow accordingly. Broader context ignored. Urban chaos underestimated. Crowd unpredictability ignored. Bystander risk unmodeled. Collateral injury possible. Gas escape sideways. Contact shots inconsistent. Clothing thickness variable. Winter coats interfered. Penetration reduced. Effectiveness not guaranteed. Ballistic data absent. Gel testing non-existent. Animal testing avoided. Ethical avoidance convenient. Data gap persisted. Confidence assumed. Assumption substituted evidence. Institutional habit common. Post-war reflection absent. Transition to peacetime rapid. Priorities shifted. Files archived hastily. Lessons not transferred. Later agencies unaware. Reinvention avoided. History fragmented. Modern analysis retrospective. Judgment harsher. Standards evolved. Contemporary condemnation likely. Context tempers critique. Yet flaws undeniable. Engineering record clear. Safety failures systemic. Human factors neglected. Program short-lived. Impact limited. Documentation thin. Understanding incomplete. Caution warranted. Assessment provisional. Surviving test notes mention. Grip compression quantified. Force units unspecified. Approximate values inferred. Estimates varied widely. Between 70 pounds up to 100. Sustained force required. Peak force instantaneous, no mechanical stop. Overcompression possible. Spring coil bind occurred. Metal deformation resulted. Permanent set observed. Subsequent firings altered. Force threshold changed. User adaptation required. Learning curve steep. Training time limited. Proficiency uncertain. Consistency unattainable. Operational reliability questioned, yet deployment continued. Decision inertia strong, change resisted. Admitting failure costly. Institutional pride involved. Secrecy shielded criticism. External benchmarking impossible. Allied review absent. Interagency sharing minimal. Design siloed. Feedback insular. Warnings localized. Ignored centrally. Management distance evident. Field reality abstracted. Reports summarized upward. Detail lost. Nuance stripped. Executives reassured. Program stability artificial. Actual usage sparse. Stock levels misleading. Issued not fired. Condition degraded unused. Rubber seals absent. Oxidation accelerated. Spring brittleness increased. Low temperature failures. Winter operations risky. Cold stiffened grease. Movement impeded. Grip friction changed. Gloved use impossible. Bare skin preferred. Operational contradiction evident. Urban winter common. Design misaligned. So no mitigation attempted. Alternate lubricant suggested. Supply unavailable. Agents improvised oils. Vegetable oils used. Oxidation worsened. Residue formed. Mechanism fouled. Delayed ignition events. Partial compression misfires. Unintended discharge risk. Stress amplified danger. Close quarters common. Crowded stairwells frequent. Body contact inevitable. Compression accidental plausible. Mitigation instructions absent. Carriage guidelines vague. Orientation unspecified. Pocket carry variable. Holster prototypes rejected. Bulk increased visibility. Concealment prioritized. Safety sacrificed. Decision explicit. Trade documented obliquely. Language passive. responsibility obscured, no champion accountable, program drifted, eventually irrelevant. Historical interest remains, weapons studied academically, engineering cautionary tale. Institutional lessons implicit, not formally recorded. Analysis reconstructive, certainty limited, evidence fragmented, yet pattern consistent. Design prioritized outcome, ignored user welfare. Reflected wartime mindset, ends justified means. Short-term focus, long-term cost ignored. Technical debt accrued, ethical debt accrued. Program quietly ended, no celebration, no condemnation. Silence prevailed. Archives closed, decades later reopened, context re-examined, cold analysis applied, judgment restrained, facts sufficient, interpretation careful, conclusion implicit, no further expansion warranted.